How to prevent heart disease. Heart disease is a major cause of disability. There are many things that can raise your risk for heart disease. They are risk factors. Some of them you cannot control, but there are many that you can control. Learning about them can lower your risk of heart disease. What are the heart disease risk factors that cannot be changed? 1. Age. Your risk of heart disease increases as you get older. Men age 45 and older, and women age 55 and older have a greater risk. 2. Sex. Some risk factors may affect heart disease risk differently in women than in men. For example, estrogen provides women some protection against heart disease, but diabetes raises the risk of heart disease more in women than in men. 3. Race or ethnicity. Certain groups have higher risks than others. African Americans are more likely than whites to have heart disease, while Hispanic Americans are less likely to have it. Some Asian groups, such as East Asians, have lower rates, but South Asians have higher rates. 4. Family history. You have a greater risk if you have a close family member who had heart disease at an early age. What can I do? Lower my risk of heart disease? Fortunately, there are 9 things you can do to reduce your chances of getting heart disease. 1. Control your blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk for heart disease. It is important to get your blood pressure checked regularly at least once a year for most adults. And more often, if you have high blood pressure, take steps including lifestyle changes to prevent high blood or control high blood pressure. 2. Keep your cholesterol and triglyceride levels under control. High levels of cholesterol can clog your arteries and raise your risk of coronary artery disease and heart attack. Lifestyle changes and medicines if needed can lower your cholesterol. Triglycerides are another type of fat in the blood. High levels of triglycerides may also raise the risk of coronary artery disease, especially in women. 3. Stay at a healthy weight. Being overweight or having obesity can increase your risk for heart disease. This is mostly because they are linked to other heart disease risk factors, including high blood cholesterol and triglyceride levels, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Controlling your weight can lower these risks. 4. Eat a healthy diet. Try to limit saturated fats, foods high in sodium, and added sugars. Eat plenty of fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. The DASH diet is an example of an eating plan that can help you to lower your blood pressure and cholesterol to things that can lower your risk of heart disease. 5. Get regular exercise. Exercise has many benefits, including strengthening your heart and improving your circulation. It can also help you maintain a healthy weight and lower cholesterol and blood pressure. All of these can lower your risk of heart disease. 6. Limit alcohol. Drinking too much alcohol can raise your blood pressure. It also adds extra calories, which may cause weight gain. Both of these raise your risk of heart disease. Men should have no more than 2 alcoholic drinks per day, and women should not have more than 1. 7. Don't smoke. Cigarette smoking raises your blood pressure and puts you at higher risk for heart attack and stroke. If you do not smoke, do not start. If you do smoke, quitting will lower your risk for heart disease. You can talk with your healthcare provider for help in finding the best way for you to quit. 8. Manage stress. Stress is linked to heart disease in many ways. It can raise your blood pressure. Extreme stress can be a trigger for a heart attack. Also, some common ways of coping with stress, such as overeating, heavy drinking, or smoking, are bad for your heart. Some ways to help manage your stress include exercise, listening to music, focusing on something calm or peaceful, and meditating. 9. Manage diabetes. Having diabetes doubles your risk of diabetic heart disease. That is because, over time, high blood sugar from diabetes can damage your blood vessels and the nerves that control your heart and blood vessels. 10. Make sure that you get enough sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, you raise your risk of high blood pressure, obesity, and diabetes. Those 3 things can raise your risk for heart disease. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Make sure that you have good sleep habits. If you have frequent sleep problems, contact your healthcare provider. One problem: sleep apnea.
Stay healthy, be happy.